What's up, everybody? This is Noble996. I'm making a video today because apparently I have a subscriber. Yes, some a-hole subscribed to me, and no, really, you're not an a-hole. I am eternally grateful, and hopefully that turns into 3, 4, or 5,000. I don't know. I'm shooting for the moon. Anyway, I have come at you with another deck profile. I think you person, or anyone else joining, might find interesting. And it is Umbral Horrors. This is a deck I've been wanting to play / make for a long time. I finally got all the Umbral Horrors I needed. So now I'm just gonna dip right into this. So first off, for monsters, we're running 3 Umbral Horror Ghoul. This is the main card in the deck. If you're not running this card, what's the point of running Umbral Horrors? It's the strongest monster of the deck. 1800 attack beater, level 4, nice. Its effect is you can make its attack point 0 to special summon another Umbral Horror monster with 0 attack from your hand. Pretty damn good. You can make Key Beetle first turn, ideally. Speaking of monsters with 0 attack, we're also running 3 Umbral Horror Unformed. I used to call it Uniform, but then I looked at the card and went, oh, it's Unformed. Well, oh well. So basically what this card does is you can... It's basically like this monster's House Dustin, except a little bit watered down. Basically, you can attack when it's destroyed while it's attacking. So you can't like creature swap the shit. You have to destroy it. You have to attack into it and send it to the graveyard. You can special summon 2 Umbral Horror monsters from your deck. Level 4. I believe it is it level 4. Okay, yeah, just 2 Umbral Horror monsters. Doesn't matter what level. So yeah, it's pretty good. The only downside is that then you have to end your battle phase and whatnot. But oh well. Most likely you will be trying to make your Key Beetle or your Masquerade or what have you. But anyway. Next, we're running 3 Will-O-the-Wisp. This is actually a pretty good card because when it's summoned, normal or special, you can copy a level of a monster in the hand, in the field or graveyard. A dark monster, Umbral Horror monster in the graveyard or deck. And yeah, not deck, sorry, graveyard or field. So this works well with Ghost, and I'll explain why I play that later, because some of y'all thinking, oh, why do you play that shit? Oh well, you'll find out. But this is really good because when it's destroyed while in attack position, it can destroy the monster that attacked it. So even if you don't have anything, just flat that on the field, say, okay, attack it. Your monster's gone now, bitch. I'll take the damage, whatever. And then we're running 3 Umbral Horror Ghost. And originally I was just going to put this at 2. But I needed to make room but I needed to fill space in the deck, so I thought, oh, why not add 1 more Ghost? And Ghost is not too bad. What it can do is you can basically special summon this card and another Umbral Horror from your hand. But you can't normal summon or set. Yeah, during the turn you activate this card, you can only use it once per turn. I mainly do this so I can bring out my number 43 or my Gachi, which I'm trying to make room for in the extra deck. I'll probably have an update with this soon. But just assume that I'm going to add Gachi to the deck. But yeah, so originally I was going to put it at 2. I think 3's fine. Sometimes it can be a dead draw, but most of the time it's pretty helpful because you could just slap crap on the field. Anyway, that does it for the Umbral Horror section. For other monsters, 3 Phantom King High Ride. This is actually a really good tech card. I'm trying to run this in most of my dark decks because it's a Fiend Tuner, so it works well with what the negative like synchro monsters, you know, your 100 Eyes Dragon, your Dark Flat Top, your Frozen Fitzgerald, all that. So I'm trying to really tech this card because its effect is pretty good. If it's used for a synchro summon, it can be treated as a non-synchro monster, so you could use all 3 of these to make a level 9, or 2 of these to make a level 6. And it's a Fiend, and it's a 15 beater, so how can you go wrong with that? Next up, 3 ZW Zenfermail. I do run Utopia in this deck, but I was thinking about running the other Zexal weapons, but since my Umbral Horrors are rank 4 based, I figured it'd be better to use this. Because even with this, I can bring out Masquerade. The only really non-generic Xyz monster I have in my extra deck, I think, is Key Beetle. So, bringing out rank 4s, even if I have to use this, ain't too much of a problem. Next, 2 Sonar Monk. Pretty self-explanatory why I would have these in. Dark Monster works with Umbral Horrors. Can go into Key Beetle first turn. Discard a spell. So, yeah. And then something I just wanted to try out, just because I've been wanting this card for a long time. Finally got it in Premium Gold. Desvel Scalp. I remember back in the day that everyone wanted this card. I wanted this card so bad. This card was like, if you guys don't remember, if it destroys a monster, your opponent takes an extra 500. Back then, that was so OP. Well, not really OP, but it was too good. The negate a quick play spell or some crap, that's nothing. Let me move this out of the light. Okay. So yeah, just running it just because I want to. I don't care. I know it doesn't fit with the deck at all, but come on, Desvel Scalp. How can you go wrong? Anyway, that does it for the monsters. On to spells. 2 dualities. 2 misties. 2 dress. In my personal opinion, I think dress is a better fit than Forbidden Lance, because Forbidden Lance, if you guys don't know, takes 800 away from a monster, can't be affected by spells or traps. Okay, that still is good, but this card, lose 600 attack, cannot be destroyed by battle or by other targeted or destroyed by other card effects. So that also works in the context of spells and traps, and it can't be targeted either. So that's really good. I mean, I know. And you lose only 600 attack points. And you can I would say use it on your own monster and not your opponent's. I guess Spear is really better for using on your own monster, but on your opponent's monster. But still, dress is pretty good. Like I said, would probably only use it on your opponent's on your own monster. Yeah. Next we have 2 rank up Magic Variance Force. I only run 2 because there's a lot of spells and traps in this deck, so sometimes if I don't draw Variance Force when I need it, it sucks, so I just put in the extra Variance Force just for the hell of it, because I am running a Chaos number, if you guys didn't know. It's not Umbral Horror Masquerade. Unfortunately, I don't have that card yet. Thinking about getting it. Next we have Forbidden Chalice for an extra boost, Mind Control, and Soul Charge. For traps, a pretty basic trap build. I usually try. If you've seen my deck, if you've seen all my deck profiles, they pretty much run the same trap build, and that's because I usually just recycle the same trap build, unless it's very archetype specific. Like with. I'm trying to think. Like, if I'm planning to run Kakuris, I'm gonna run some of the Karakuri traps and not just generic, staples. But in this case, I would run that. So we have 2 Mare Force, 2 Deep Prism, 2 Trap Stun, Wabaku, Horn of Heaven, Torrential, and Solemn Warning. On to the extra deck. And we are running 4 Synchro Monsters. We're running 3 level 7s. Dark Highlander, Ancient Pixie Dragon, and Power Tool Mech Dragon. Now, I wouldn't run these if I wasn't running Fanny Queen High Ride. The only reason I'm running these specific cards, well, not really this card. This card is mainly used for defense purposes. But I'm running these 2 cards because my friend plays a Power Tool based deck, basically where he gets out Power Tool and basically just activates equip spells for days. What this card can do is steal that equip card, and then if you steal it on your opponent's turn, you can draw a card. That's awesome. And you also have this card, which I believe, which works with, 1 Fiend, so it works with this deck. Basically, you can destroy all equipped spell cards equipped to a certain monster, and deal 400 for each. So it works well against him. I haven't tested this deck on him yet, so he better watch out. We're also running the Star Eater, because run rank 4, so 4 plus 4, 8 plus 3 equals 11, for all your math geeks out there. And this card, do I even need to say, it's freaking Star Eater. How is it not good? One of the best Synchro Monsters ever, next to, I would say, maybe Stardust? If I'm thinking, or maybe that's not even a problem anymore. But yeah, easily Star Eater, easily one of the best Synchros ever. Probably next to Armidas. It's funny how all the good Synchros came in this set. Anyway. So, for Xyz, Runner Rank 2, number 43. I would say Dark Mist would be a better card, or maybe even Jin Buster. I do not have either of those. This is basically just a stall card. If you have a number in the graveyard, you can bring it back with this, equip it to this card. Basically, can't be destroyed by battle card effects. If you happen to gain life points, yes, then it gains the same amount. So, since people are playing Upstart nowadays, you can increase up to 3,000 or whatever. The Chaos form is much better than this, but I unfortunately do not have it. And once I get it, I will explain what that does, because it is super good. But anyway, running that for now. To rank 4s, we're running a Cardigan Amulet at Night. I see people teching this. I'm not quite sure why. I mean, it's a good card and all, but I mean, it's not that staple worthy anyway. Now we have number 80. Basically, this can banish 2 cards from the graveyard twice per turn, and then it can treat itself into equip spell. It's pretty good. 103, Ragnar Zero. I see more people teching this too, only of 1, but still. Pretty good Xyz monster. Shark Drake, using 3 level 4s. Black Ship, of course. Masquerade, pretty good. Masquerade, the main boss monster. You want to get this out as fast as possible because it is awesome. Paul's Request. Key Beetle, one of the best cards, one of the best Xyz ever. And of course, Jesus himself. He died for your sins so he could be reprinted over and over just to make Cyber Dragon feel special. If anyone left the joke, not left the joke, I'm sorry. And now for our rank 5 chaos number, C69 Heralded Crest of Horror. Basically acts like a very watered down Mirror Force, because if it's attacked, it can destroy all their monsters on the field. So that could be helpful in some cases. I know a friend who was playing another version of a deck, and he used United We Stand. My friends play old school decks, so they were confused by this new shit. And he attacked it destroyed all his monsters, got rid of his power boost. Oh, he was pissed. Then again, he gets pissed real easily. Anyway, so guys, that is the deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed, or guy, or gal, or my one subscriber. Thank you very much. And so, what do you think of this? Do you think it's terrible? Do you think it's good? Do you think I should just stop making videos and just shut the fuck up because I'm just annoying as hell? If you say that, I will cry in a corner and just die. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. This is number 996. I will see yins later. Am I the only person who thinks that Vector is an awesome villain? Just throwing it out there.